Hurry you a ding. This pile is the discarded furnace ash just dumped by the inner sect's Grand Elder. If you can find even a tiny shred of useful herb residue in there, it'll be enough to keep you lot fed for 30,000 days. Pah! This brutal world of cultivation. Even the poisonous trash discarded by the immortals. I still have to guard like a precious treasure. Old Man Wong has been poisoned by the pill toxins again. What are you screaming for? Drag him out and dispose of him. Confiscated the old man's rations for this month. We'll use it to cover his burial costs. Now everyone, get back to work. Human life here is cheaper than dirt. If I collapse one day, my fate will be exactly like Old Man Wong's. This gourd, aside from being tough, is completely useless. If I want to survive, I have to be tougher than stone. Damn it. It hurts so much. This is a failed chi gathering pill. But this ruined piece contains several times the normal pill toxins. I'm dead either way. If I swallow this poison, maybe I can spark a miracle and fight my way out. What's happening? Is my blood actually working like this? Wait. My pill. It's like that half of the ruined pill was eaten by the gourd. Caution. Is the only secret for a bottom-tier servant to survive to the age of 16. If anything goes wrong with this gourd, I'm bolting out the door immediately. One, two, three. Three pill veins. This is the legendary perfect pill, completely free of any pill toxins. Oh my goodness. This is not a dream. That pitch black, highly toxic ruined pill sat in the gourd for just one night and actually turned into a supreme grade chi gathering pill. Could the gourd that old servant gave me actually be a supreme treasure? It purified the essence of the ruined pill into a supreme grade pill and stripped away all the toxins and impurities, leaving behind this terrifying, highly toxic liquid. The world of cultivation. It looks like I found a completely different path. Should I eat it or not? With my leaky 5-element spiritual roots, my meridians are as fragile as rotten leaves. As I swallow this top-grade chi gathering pill in one gulp, will it just make me explode? I can't take the top-grade chi gathering pill just yet. This thing, let alone a lowly handyman like me, even those high and mighty inner disciples would go absolutely mad with envy if they saw it. Heavens protect me. Please don't let it burst me. My meridians, which were aching from inhaling so many pill toxins, now feel like a parched riverbed receiving a long-awaited rain, greedily absorbing this surge of pure spiritual energy. But the weakness of my leaky 5-element spiritual roots immediately shows. The spiritual energy floods into my 5 spiritual roots of metal, wood, water, fire, and earth, leaking out constantly along the way. Well, let it leak. Anyway, I've got plenty of top-grade pills to pack me up now. Most of the pill toxins have been cleared out. And my body feels lighter than ever before. Even my strength has increased a lot. More importantly, my dantian, which was once as dead as stagnant water, actually began to stir under the intense rush of the top-grade pill's power, condensing a thumb-sized vortex of spiritual energy. I have drawn chi into my body. I am no longer a mere mortal. I am now a true cultivator, having officially reached the first layer of chi refining. There is still 1 hour left before completion. Just enough time to clean up my tracks. Time to get to work. The 3 transformation Luoqian Da Walker. A minor slip triggers 30 variations. A major one brings down the wrath of heaven and earth. Senior brother you. Look, the newly cleared furnahashes are all right here. They've all been sifted and cleaned according to the inner sect's rules.
All right, that's enough. Zhao failed to refine the Dragon Tiger primordial chi pill yesterday.
The elder threw a huge tantrum, saying there must be leftover medicinal properties in the furnace ashes. He sent me to see if anything was missed.
You bunch of useless trash. If I find even half a piece of residue containing medicinal power,
I will reward you handsomely. Elder Zhao's furnace exploded. The pill residues refined by a Foundation establishment stage elder. The energy and pill toxins inside must be absolutely terrifying. If I can get my hands on a piece of that residue and toss it into my green gourd, just the thought of it is incredibly exciting.
Aha! Found it!
Not bad at all. Just as I thought. These are the Gregs of a Dragon Tiger cultivation pill. Even though they're completely ruined, they're still good enough to bring back for the spirit beasts to chew on. Consider it a reward for you. Ha ha ha. This thing was mixed in with the waste dregs. It has no luster and 0 spiritual energy fluctuations. But based on my years of scraping by in the trash pits, my gut tells me this thing is definitely not ordinary. It may have lost all its spiritual essence. And inside, there's a wild, suppressed fire attribute waiting to burst. But honestly, who cares what you are? As long as it's alchemy waste, this gourd can turn it into pure gold. Chi refining level 2. For a person with a trash 5-element root, just trying to draw chi into their body usually takes more than half their life. Yet, not only did I force my way into the cultivator ranks, but I've broken through again in just half a month, soaring straight to refining level 2. Is this the sheer joy of eating top-grade pills like candy? Haha! But wait, the tallest tree catches the wind. If a lowly servant with trash roots suddenly breakthroughs, it will definitely raise suspicion among the managers, or the inner sect. If they drag me in for questioning or force a search on me, I could easily lose my life. Better play it safe. I'll use the breath concealing technique to suppress my aura, back down to chi refining level 1. That way, no one will notice I'm actually at level 2. Wait, what on earth is this? This is definitely not a pill. Half a month ago, I stuffed a charred, dead piece of spiritual root into the gourd. But now, it's turned into a drop of incredibly pure crimson spiritual liquid. If I'm not mistaken, this must be the pure herbal essence extracted from a 100-year-old fire attribute spiritual plant. One of the key ingredients for Elder Zhao's Dragon Tiger cultivation pill, which is meant for the Foundation establishment stage, is a 100-year-old crimson fire ginseng. This little green gourd of mine can actually squeeze out the leftover essence, even from a 100-year-old spiritual herb that's been burned to ashes. This stuff is amazing, sure, but there's no way I can swallow it right now.
I'm only at chi refining level 2. Even with top-grade chi gathering pills, I only dare to scrape off a tiny bit of powder to mix with water.
If I swallow this drop of Foundation-level spiritual liquid, packed with 100 years of violent fire energy,
I'll blow myself to pieces before any poison could even touch me.
They would literally explode and die right on the spot.
Good stuff like this has to be saved to save my life.
Or traded for resources. All that fire poison, pill toxin, and nasty impurities left over from those 100-year-old spirit herbs have all been filtered and trapped right here inside the gourd. Even through the skin of the gourd, I can feel that freezing chill and deadly aura. From now on, I'll call you corpse melting poison. This is my absolute secret. My most lethal trump card.
Even a mid-stage key condensation cultivator. If they get hit by this stuff while totally off guard,
Even if they don't die, they'll suffer a fate worse than death.
the past few days have been surprisingly peaceful. Every day, I pretend to be sick
And dig up the dirt with an iron rake.
I've been relying on a bowl of elixir-soaked water every night to stabilize my level 2 chi compensation cultivation. If things keep going like this,
Once my cultivation level is high enough,
I'll find a chance to slip away. A red jade token from the alchemy hall.
he smells strongly of medicinal pills.
But there's a sharp, murderous aura in his eyes. Something's not right.
Manager Zhang! Manager Zhang! Don't waste any more time.
The furnace fire on Marshall Uncle's side is burning hot.
And we need hands right now.
Yes. Senior Brother Liu is absolutely right. The inner sect alchemists are refining a new batch of pills today, and they need 2 medicine-testing disciples. This is a blessing from the sect to people like you.
As long as you don't die during the test.
You'll be rewarded with 10 low-grade spirit stones and be exempt from manual labor for a whole year.
You, step out.
Please, Master Manager. No, please. I have an elderly mother to take care of. You were complaining when you were taking the reward money. Now that the sect actually needs you, how dare you make excuses? Trek it away. We still need 1 more.
I'm doomed.
But I've been drinking top-grade chi-gathering pills like water for the past half month. All the pill toxins in my body have been completely flushed out.
Even though I smeared soot all over my face, my skin still has a faint, healthy glow that's hard to hide. Among this crowd of pale, sickly, and emaciated people,
I stand out like a firefly in the pitch-black night.
and of course, those alchemists prefer test subjects with strong, healthy bodies.
Otherwise, the moment that medicine hits their stomach, they drop dead on the spot. How else are we supposed to test the pill's effects? Hey, you with the rag and mask, get the hell out here. Manager Zhang is at the 5th level of chi refining.
The 2 intersect disciples next to him are at the late stage of chi refining.
Even if I expose my 2nd level cultivation and use my bone-corroding poison water, I might be able to take down Manager Zhang. But what then? I'd be hunted across 10,000 miles by the Entaichi Mu sect. For anyone else, testing these pills is certain. Death.
But I have my green gourd.
As long as the poison doesn't kill me instantly, at the exact moment I swallow it, I can transfer the poison directly into the gourd. I might actually survive.
And maybe I can use this chance to get into the alchemy room.
That's my only chance to learn alchemy and get my hands on higher grade waste pills.
Churching favors the bold.
If I can't hide it, I'll just have to act my heart out.
免了的奖，管打，奖是被我来补齐。
I have such a weak body and a worthless 5-element spiritual root. If I eat the inner sect master's sacred pill, it will definitely ruin the results. Please, pick someone else.
Flawless performance.
Not a single slip-up. This is the classic reaction of a bottom-level servant being picked for pill testing. Quit your whining. Marshall Uncle needs the living meridians of trash like you. Who cares if your spiritual root is worthless? Take him away. Move it.
The alchemy room. Marshall Uncle Chan.
As long as you don't kill me today, I will make you pay it back 100-fold. Haha, Marshall Uncle Chan. We've brought the 2 servants for the pill trial. He didn't even bother to ask for our names.
To this man named Chen.
We are nothing more than human test tubes to observe the pill's effects. No, please. Grandmaster of the Inner Sect, spare my life. I don't want to die. Failed again. The 37th modification of the Scarlet Blood Chi exploding pill. The main ingredient, the Crimson Flame fruit, is far too volatile. This is a place a mortal's meridians simply can't withstand it. Time of onset, death within 3 breaths. Cause of death, fire poison attacking the heart, and completely ruptured meridians. Next time, I'll need to add some heart-freezing grass to neutralize it. Now, it's your turn. Take this test pill, the one mixed with that raw ice-stink grass. Eat it! Master! Great master! I only have a useless 5-element spiritual root. My meridians are even weaker than his.
If I eat this, I'll die on the spot.
You won't even get to see if the medicine works.
Please, I beg you, find someone with better spiritual roots.
A useless 5-element root? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Although a 5-element root leaks energy, it still contains all 5 elements. Its perception of medicinal properties is far more complete than a single spiritual root. If even a useless root's meridians can withstand the impact of this modified pill, then this Crimson Blood Chi Burst pill is a complete success. Lunatic,
What kind of drug is he even making? This old bastard isn't refining medicine at all. He's making bombs. Even though I was prepared, this tearing, agonizing pain is still making me black out. An ordinary person wouldn't even last 3 breaths.
But if I act completely unharmed,
This old bastard will definitely lock me up to dissect and study me. I have to make my acting look real. It hurts so much. My guts. They're twisting together. Is he dead? No, wait. Splendid, splendid. His meridians are completely shredded, utterly devastated by the violent surge of medicinal energy. But a tiny spark of life inside this boy managed to protect his heart. He's alive. A useless 5-element root's meridians are thinner than paper. Yet he actually survived my modified Crimson Blood G-Burst pill. This means the properties neutralized each other perfectly. It's a success! This pill is a complete success! Ha 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 ha! The pill is perfected. Congratulations, Martial Uncle, on perfected this miraculous pill. What should we do with this useless trash root survivor?
drag him to the mass grave and bury him.
Bury him? Are you out of your mind? That would be a complete waste of a precious specimen. This kid has an incredibly resilient life force. He is a perfect, once-in-a-century test subject for our medicines. From today on, this boy will stay here in the inner sect's alchemy lab. In the future, all the toxic dregs and failed batches of pills from my refining will be fed to him. Once his body recovers a bit, we'll use him to test the next new medicine.
And have him take over for the apprentice who sweeps the latrines.
From now on, he's in charge of clearing out the furnace ash and waste from the earth fire chamber. He is not allowed to take a single step off the main alchemy peak. Yes, Martial Uncle. Keep him here as a medicine tester to consume the scraps and failed batches, and to clean up the waste from the earth fire chamber. That crazy old geezer thinks he's punishing me, but he has no idea. This is like throwing a starving, treasure-hunting beast straight into an unguarded sect treasury. The very heart of the inner sect's alchemy labs. Countless high-grade failed pills, and endless rare herb dregs. Martial Uncle Ken, you really are my greatest benefactor. Don't you worry. I'll consume every single scrap of your waste. I won't leave a single drop behind. Stay here and tend to your wounds. This room is right next to the earth fire chamber. From now on, you'll clear the ash from the chamber 3 times a day. When Martial Uncle Clean needs you to test his pills, he'll summon you. A trash with damaged meridians, who could drop dead at any moment, burdened with a useless 5-element spiritual root. He has no way of escaping. And honestly, he's not even worth keeping an eye on. The earth fire chamber of the inner sect's alchemy peak. What a wonderful place. This storage room might be crude, but its location is absolutely perfect. Countless inner disciples and even Foundation establishment elders refine their pills here every single day. And where there's alchemy, there are failed pills and discarded residue. What others see as a mere trash heap is, to me, an unlocked treasure trove of the entire sect. A top-grade scarlet Snow Chi Burst pill. Not a single trace of violent fire poison. Only the most pure, explosive, fire attribute spiritual energy. If I had swallowed this before, it would have blown me to pieces on the spot. But now that it's purified, if I swallow it during a fight, it will not only restore my spiritual energy instantly, but also massively boost my explosive power for a short time. This is the ultimate pill for killing enemies, stealing loot, saving my own skin, and turning the tables. Oh, Martial Uncle Qian. Dear Martial Uncle Qian. You spent so much effort tweaking your formula 37 times. Only to end up with a toxic, half-baked mess. Yet I took your poison, worked on it overnight, and turned it into a masterpiece. If you ever found out, I bet you'd go completely insane with rage. You blind trash! You dirtied my robes! Even if you sold your worthless life, you couldn't afford to pay for it. Get lost and scrub this floor clean. How utterly disgusting. Staying invisible means absolute safety. This is a failed second-ranked chi gathering pill. The toxicity is insane, but it's perfect. This thing is way too big. It's hard to wipe clean with just my sleeve. So utterly useless. You can't even sweep up the ashes without falling over. Clean this mess up and get the hell out. Yes, yes, yes. This servant deserves to die. I'll be done right away. Scoffs. The heat isn't right. Scarlet rock herb is of the yang element. It needs to be simmered on a gentle fire for half an incense stick's time. Scarlet rock herb. Gentle fire. Half an incense stick's time. Got it. Scoffs. I have no master, no fortuitous encounters. I survived solely by scavenging trash and looting corpses. And somehow, I pieced together my own theory of alchemy in my head. It's crude, but it absolutely works. The final step, harvesting the pill, requires the minor rejuvenation seal. To lock in the volatile medicinal energy. What kind of pathetic hand seal did you just form? Over and over again, until my fingers cramped. Medicinal properties, mutual generation and restriction, heat control, and the pill-forming hand seals. These discarded drafts, filled with the alchemist's deduction notes and failed formulas, which they threw away as garbage, were my only textbooks. Now, with the gourd purifying everything to 100% purity, and the liquid extracts ready, everything is set. The only thing missing is an alchemy cauldron that can actually light a fire. The problem is, all the cauldrons in the inner sect are registered. Even if a single lid goes missing, they can trace it right back to who did it. I can't steal one. And I absolutely can't sell the 7 or 8 supreme grade pills I have saved up. It would draw too much attention. I have to get my hands on a cauldron of my own. If I use the purified essence from the gourd to refine some mid to high grade common pills myself, they'll fetch a great price. Looks like I need to find an opportunity to visit the outer sect's underground black market. Stop sweeping those ashes. Uncle Master Ken has refined a new batch of pills, and he specifically called for you to test them. Kid, you've had a solid half-month to recover, haven't you? Let's go. Uncle Master said, the toxicity this time is 10 times stronger than the last batch. 10 times stronger? Uncle Master Q, you really are my personal angel of wealth. I hope this newly refined batch doesn't disappoint me. This is called the Snowbirding Bone-Shattering Pill. I refined it using the heart's blood of a Tier 1 peak demon beast, the Scarlet Flame Tiger, along with over a dozen potent herbs. In theory, it can forcefully burn away a mortal's impure blood and completely reshape their skeletal foundation. But the medicinal power is a bit too violent. For the last batch, I fed it to a Tier 1 demon beast, a green rock ox.
That ox only lasted for half an incense stick of time,
Before utterly turning into ashes. Mercy, Master. I really can't take this. Even the ox didn't make it. If I take even a single bite, there won't even be ashes left of me. Cut the crap. Although you have a trash spiritual root, your physical resilience is incredibly strong.
You even managed to survive the fire poison last time, by a thread.
This time, you'll definitely survive long enough to show me the entire reaction process. Ah! Force it down. Swallow it. Ah! Ah! 17. He actually lasted 17 breaths before passing out, and his body didn't even melt from the medicinal power for a mortal to last 17 breaths. If it were on a level 9 chi refining body cultivator, they could definitely withstand this bone-shattering pain. Excellent material. Truly a top-grade specimen. He is so resilient that even I am a bit reluctant to let him die.
Feed him a mid-grade blood-replenishing pill.
Then throw these 3 low-grade spirit stones to him. Tell him it's a reward from the sect. Have him recover well from his injuries. I'll still need him next month. Let's go. Uncle Tan. I've noted down this debt. Sooner or later, I will settle this score with you. But this suffering wasn't for nothing. Not only did I get a free bone-shattering body tempering, more importantly, I got 3 low-grade spirit stones for all these years. A low-level handyman like me only makes half a spirit stone for a whole month's hard labor. And even that meager pay gets heavily deducted by the supervisors. These 3 spirit stones are the first massive sum of wealth in my entire life. My first pot of gold is secured.
Now, it's time to get myself an alchemy cauldron.
My external wounds have healed, and my cultivation has stabilized. But going out looking like this won't do. And heading to the ghost market tonight. So, I need to change my face first. Even if the heavens themselves were standing right here, they wouldn't recognize me in this disguise. I spent over half a month digging this secret tunnel, and it's finally paying off.
Old man, the snowgrass is so withered. If I bought it to feed pigs,
Even they wouldn't eat it. How can you sell this? If you think it's trash, then don't buy it. 1 spirit stone for 3 stalks. No bargaining. Too expensive. What about this rusty iron pot? That is a refining cauldron.
what do you mean rusty iron pot?
This is a black iron cauldron dug straight out of an ancient cultivator's cave.
If I weren't desperate for spirit stones to buy medicine, I wouldn't sell it for less than 10 low-grade spirit stones. Ancient cave? Looks like you dug it out of a trash pile.
It is so cracked that air leaks right through it. The moment you heat it up, all the spiritual energy will leak out of those cracks. Who in their right mind would use this thing to refine pills? Sure, it has cracks, but it's still forged from genuine black iron. If you're serious, you can take it for 2 low-grade spirit stones. 1 spirit stone for the cauldron, plus those 3 stalks of snowgrass, and throw in a few cheap stalks of firefly grass. If not, I'm leaving. Fine, fine. My loss. It's a deal. If anyone else tried to refine pills with this leaky cauldron,
The uneven heating and herbal impurities would 100% cause it to explode. But do I really need to worry about impurities?
my gourd has already purified the herbs into 100% pure essence. I don't even need this iron pot to be anything special.
As long as it can heat and solidify the liquid into the shape of a pill, it's enough.
Leaky. Leaky is actually better.
It cools down faster, which makes the pills form even quicker.
My mask can come off, but in this world, you can never let your guard down. The secret tunnel was originally just a muddy sewer line leading to the ghost market. After buying the black iron cauldron, I spent countless nights carrying the waste soil out, bit by bit, and carved a secret room right in the middle of the tunnel. This secret room lies right next to the earth fire chamber. The floor was paved with thick, heavy bluestone slabs. I used a blunt knife to scrape the mortar clean, turning a fixed slab into a movable secret door. And in this sealed underground cave, the most lethal danger of refining pills with fire isn't an exploding cauldron, it's smoke inhalation and suffocation. Fortunately, I planned ahead. When I was digging, I intentionally connected the ventilation shaft directly to the main exhaust chimney of the neighboring earth fire chamber number 3. They refine pills there day and night, so the chimney is always billowing with thick smoke year-round, with the overwhelming smell of medicine.
Not even the gods could detect my little bit of black smoke. Meanwhile, the exit of the secret tunnel opens to the back mountain cliff, serving as the...
Once the crosswind kicks in, there's plenty of yang energy. Close to smoke vent, with the bedboard for cover, and the sulfur smell from the GI firestones masking the scent. As long as this first batch doesn't blow up, I'm going to be a filthy rich tycoon sleeping on a giant pile of spirit stones. Haha, exactly as I expected. This drafty broken iron pot is basically a brainless alchemy cheat code made just for me. Others would worry about the draft ruining the medicinal potency, but I'm using a 100% pure extract. Losing a little steam won't hurt the core properties at all. In fact, it perfectly solves the risk of the cauldron exploding due to my terrible heat control. Looking inside, the green liquid has already started to thicken. My hands fly into action, forming the hand signs for the lesser rejuvenation seal. What the hell is this? I formed the hand signs too slowly, and I didn't control the heat well either. This looks absolutely pathetic. This? Wait, a cloud pattern? Mid-grade? No, wait, this purity. This aroma. Ah! High grade. This is absolutely a high-grade rejuvenation pill. Infinitely close to top grade. It's bumpy and covered in burn marks on the outside. At first glance, it looks like a defective piece made by some third-rate amateur. Who would believe that underneath this trashy exterior lies the perfect potency of a high-grade pill? If I sell these on the black market, I can get a great price. without ever drawing the attention of any powerful figures. Once those low-level rogue cultivators buy and take them,
And realize the effects are even better than high-grade pills.
they'll probably worship me like a living god.
Material costs? Scavenged off the floor and some firewood. The cost for firefly grass is practically zero.
Equipment depreciation, a broken iron pot that cost 1 low-grade spirit stone, and it'll last a long time. A single mid-grade rejuvenation pill goes for 5 low-grade spirit stones on the black market. Selling these 5 at the mid-grade price brings in 25 stones. That's pure profit. I use the crappiest iron pot to brew an absolute masterpiece, and there's only one reason for that. Listen, the ingredients are just way too overpowered.
With 100% pure essence.
Honestly, no matter who made it, they couldn't possibly mess it up.
As for this ugly appearance,
It's a total blessing in disguise. An innocent man gets in trouble just for possessing a treasure. If someone with zero background tries to sell crystal clear high-grade pills, they wouldn't make it half a block before being targeted by killers.
Joe, did you die in there?
Do you have any idea what time it is? Get the hell out here and sweep the furnace ash in Earth Fire Chamber number 3. If Senior Brother Men's alchemy chamber has even a speck of dust, I'll make sure you pay. Master Lee, please calm down. My poison flared up again last night. The pain was so bad, I couldn't even get out of bed. That's why I'm late. I'm going right now. I'll get to it immediately. Ah, what a tough-lived piece of trash. Poisoned twice, and you're still kicking. Grab your broom and get the hell over there. Marshal Uncle Chan is in a terrible mood today. If you don't sweep it spotless, I'll make you pay. Yes. Thank you for the warning, Master Lee. Just a clown. Just wait until I cash in on my first batch of pills
And trade them for poison needles and a counterattack talisman.
You will be the very first one I take down. How dare you block my path to immortality? Same old rules. Any residue that looks even slightly colored goes straight into my sleeve.
With this technique, even the most seasoned pickpocket would call me a pro.
Finished? If I hadn't covered for you with Marshal Uncle Chan just now, he would have used you as a human torch long ago. So, how are you going to thank me?
Master Lee,
This is,
the rations I've been saving up.
if you don't mind. You think you can fool me with this garbage?
I heard you survived the pill testing a few days ago, and Marshal Uncle Tinya rewarded you with 3 low-grade spirit stones. Hand them over. Consider it protection money for Master Lee.
Master Lee, that's my life-saving money. I've already spent all of it on medicine to heal my injuries these past few days. There's really not a single stone left.
Bullshit.
A worthless wretch like you can afford spirit medicine? If this guy's hand dares to reach into my robes and feel those top-grade pills,
I wouldn't mind giving him a taste of my heart-piercing thunder right now.
what are you idling around here for? Earth Fire Chamber number 6 needs to be cleared of ash again. Hurry up and take your men over there. Consider yourself lucky. Wash your neck and wait. If you don't hand over those spirit stones, I'll stuff you into the Earth Fire Chamber to burn as firewood tomorrow. Tonight.
What a coincidence. I was thinking the exact same thing. My experience of surviving on the rough streets since childhood has taught me that a cautious person never uses the same alias twice in the same month.
This crappy medicine. It's not stopping the bleeding at all. Damn it. Am I really gonna die here today?
Need some healing medicine? It detoxifies and heals wounds. Works like a charm.
What kind of medicine? How much?
And don't you dare try to rip me off with some garbage.
You old bastard. Are you messing with me? You're trying to sell me a piece of sheep dung as healing medicine. Wait. This level of purity. A high-grade rejuvenation pill. With quality this flawless? Years ago, I blew up my cauldron while refining pills.
These rejuvenation pills got charred on the outside by the smoke and soot.
They might look like absolute trash,
But their actual medicinal power is over 50% stronger than any mid-grade pill on the market.
who gives a damn about what it looks like, as long as it saves my life?
I chew on actual sheep dung.
Senior, how much is this medicine?
5 low-grade spirit stones per pill. If it doesn't work, you are more than welcome to cut me down where I stand.
I'll take all 4 of them. And
That's 20 low-grade spirit stones. Adding that to my savings.
my total net worth is now 22 spirit stones.
Man, making money feels amazing. You've got a sharp eye, my friend. Although this fire needle technique is only tier 1, low grade,
It casts incredibly fast and consumes very little energy. It's extremely handy. The fire needle technique is 8 stones, and 3 Vidra talismans are 3 stones.
making it 11 stones in total.
11 it is. Deal.
This silent embroidered sword is 3 spirit stones. And I'll throw in 10 diamond poison needles coated in lethal mortal poison for free. When low-stage cultivators fight,
They usually overlook ordinary mortal weapons. An embroidered sword with absolutely no fluctuation of spiritual energy can often be far more lethal than any spell. Shopping is done.
I've still got 5 spirit stones left in my pocket as emergency backup. Time to head home.
Doubled the poison. Even the gods couldn't save him now.
Chang-sung, did you just treat everything I said yesterday as a joke? Hand over the 3 spirit stones right now. Otherwise, not only will I end your life today, I'll throw you straight into the earth fire chamber. Master Li, please don't hit me. I'll give it to you, okay?
Here. This is what you wanted. Smart move.
Now hand it over, quick. Stop dragging your feet.
Curled loser.
He gambled away everything down to his underwear, and yet he still had the guts to try and rob me? 5 spirit stones.
Well, every little bit counts. And this brass key, it's actually a spare key to the earth fire room. What a jackpot.
Rest in peace, Master Li. In your next life, pick your targets more carefully. Never mess with someone who looks like they have 1 foot in the grave. Where the hell did Li the Drifter run off to? Master Qin wants to fire up the furnace for alchemy, and that bastard is nowhere to be found.
Replying to senior brother. Master Ni, wait. Why are you still here? Where is Li the Drifter?
To answer you, he said this morning that the casino's debt collectors were coming for his head. So he quit. He went down the mountain to lay low. What? That degenerate gambler owed money to the Wanman Casino? How dare he abandon his post and run? He's practically begging for death. Senior brother's son didn't doubt a single word. Everyone knew Li was a compulsive gambler. Running from debts was nothing new for him. But where are we going to find someone who knows the rules of the Earth Fire Room to take over now? Senior brother's son, I actually know the rules. I don't even need pay, as long as you can feed me. I'll handle all of Master Li's duties by myself. You? Look at you. A gust of wind could blow you over. Can you actually handle it? Absolutely. I will give it my all.
Well, you're a sharp kid. From now on, you're in charge of the keys to the Earth Fire Room.
But if you dare to slack off, I'll hold you personally responsible. Thank you for the promotion, senior brother's son. I won't let you down, even if it kills me. With this promotion, not only have I cleared myself of any suspicion, but I also openly secured the keys to the entire Earth Fire Room area. I even got to move into Room A, right next to the core alchemy zone. Now, I'll be the first to get my hands on all high-grade failed pills and premium waste materials. No more taking crap from anyone. No risk, no reward. They used to look down on me, but now that I hold the keys, this job is dripping with profit. These are the residues of failed Tier 3 healing pills. The temperature was off, and it just solidified into a useless lump of scrap metal.
To anyone else, it's highly toxic waste. They'd have to pay someone to haul away.
But to me, this is a highly pure, 3rd-grade spirit herb. It's a treasure 10 times better than those low-grade discarded pills. Who says this is hard labor? This is my private herb garden.
The fire needle art compresses fire spiritual energy into tiny needles barely visible to the naked eye.
Within 30 feet, once it penetrates the body, it instantly explodes. Now I finally have a fire attribute attack, but my cultivation is still too low. Even after eating top-grade pills like candy for 2 months, I've only reached the peak of the 3rd level of chi refining. The barrier to advancement for a 5 elements waste root is more than 10 times thicker than a single spiritual root. It just won't break. I need to visit the ghost market again and buy some stimulating spirit herbs to force a breakthrough. I'm only at the 3rd level of chi refining. I don't even know how to cast a single spell. Isn't going there just sending myself to my death?
I don't want to go.
The sect has supported you for so long. It's time to show your loyalty to the sect. Anyone else who dares to spread panic and destroy morale
will end up just like this.
The Vanguard camp's world is crashing down. The war between the righteous and demonic sectants has erupted. To protect their own assets, the elders didn't hesitate to use us low-level servants as disposable cannon fodder. We only have 3 days.
I'm already at the peak of the 3rd level of chi refining. I'll definitely be drafted.
If I go to the front lines, not only will I be a meat shield,
But I might even get captured by demonic cultivators. This sinking ship is going down.
I can't die with them. I have to flee while the sect is in complete chaos. I'll take everything I own and escape the Qingmu sect once and for all. Damn it, those old foxes moved way too fast. They've even sealed off the outer blind spots. If I had recklessly tried to force my way through just now, I wouldn't have ended up any better than this rock. This E-Wood Heavenly Net Array is rumored to drain the cultivation of even a late Foundation establishment cultivator trying to force their way through. There's no way a 3rd-level chi refiner like me can stand against it.
Every single escape route is blocked. The entire sect is completely sealed off.
Since I can't escape on my own,
My only option is to march out with the sect's forces. When Imus sets out, they'll have to open the main gate to let us through. Once we're out there, in the chaos of battle, it is my only chance to break free and escape. Hey, get the hell in there, all of you. Anyone who dares to take a single step will be thrown straight off the cliff. The path ahead is treacherous and unpredictable. Demonic cultivators possess terrifying combat strength. I'm afraid our journey this time is doomed. Keep your heads down and behave yourselves. If anyone else makes a scene and disrupts morale,
They will absolutely not be spared.
the flying vessel is guarded by 2 residing Foundation establishment elders, along with over 100 inner court elites. Trying to break out by force is nothing short of suicide.
As long as the flying vessel is ambushed.
Its protective array will definitely be damaged. The cargo hold at the bottom is already the weakest point of defense, and that will be my chance.
what's going on? What's going on?
The flying vessel is spinning out of control. Enemy attack. The evil demonic cultivators are attacking. Everyone on board, quickly head to the front and fight off the enemies. The wind is rising. It's time to prepare my escape. Ha ha. You hypocrites of the Qingmu sect, your grandpa's here to take your lives. A steward? A level 5 chi refinement's blood energy is barely enough to pick my teeth. You people, block him for me. Block him!
新强强，这逆是最受我的害得起，一不你每探到3造。
Get up there and block him for me. Steward Zhang. I'll be borrowing your body. What on earth is that? Oh, Gar. It's highly toxic. Retreat. Quick, retreat.
Han.
To the distinguished masters of the Qingmu sect, I wish you all great prosperity in battle on the front lines. I, Gu, will not be keeping you company anymore. First tier low-grade Fajua Talisman. Activate.
Fire compression technique. Compressing fire spiritual energy to its absolute limit, holding it in without releasing it, and waiting for the perfect moment to detonate it. These so-called righteous sects actually treat such an underhanded, lethal ambush technique as a simple fire control trick for alchemy. What a complete and utter waste!
But this is practically a god-tier weapon tailor made for a trash spiritual root with pitifully low spiritual energy.
First tier, mid-grade spell. Fire compression technique.
Compress fire attribute spiritual energy into a highly unstable, high-pressure state.
Attach it to a no object, and boom, delay explosion. Six times. With my current spiritual energy reserves, casting the fire pressure technique 6 times a row is my absolute limit.
But that's enough. 6 of these charges are basically 6 silent high-explosive bombs.
5. With this, plus my poison needles and fire needle technique, in this cultivation black market,
I finally have what it takes to survive and carve out a place for myself. Come take a look, sir. Top-quality blood vein grass for only 3 low-grade spirit stones. And this demonic beast iron armor is perfect material for practice. Ever since I escaped from Soul Falling Ridge
and wandered through the desolate mountains for 2 months, sleeping by day and traveling by night, relying on top-grade rejuvenation pills and chi-gathering pills,
my wounds are completely healed.
My cultivation has even reached the 4th layer of chi refining. My spiritual sense can now detect everything within 3 feet, giving me a basic early warning system. In this market for rogue cultivators, the brace who in those consecration, the easiest things to find are contaminated spirit herbs and leftover dregs from failed refinement. To others, they're just useless trash. But to me, they are premium raw materials. Now I have enough ingredients to refine pills.
What I need most right now is a concealing array disc to block spiritual sense.
Sleeping in a cave without an array protecting it is like sleeping naked in the middle of a busy street.
This woman must be carrying a high-grade artifact that blocks spiritual sense, or she's practicing an incredibly advanced concealment technique.
People like her, who have real talent but choose to set up a modest stall in the corner,
are the ones who actually have the best goods and won't bring you any trouble. Excuse me, how much for this array disc?
The lesser illusion array on the left is 10 low-grade spirit stones.
Their thin armor defense array on the right is 15.
No bargaining. My, these array runes are carved with quite a wild, bold style. But it looks like the core of this earthen armor array uses golden sharp sand instead of the usual thick earth stone. Earth generates metal.
This isn't just a defensive array, is it?
You've hidden a golden needle counterattack killing array inside.
I see you're an expert.
Since you figured it out, I'll let you have this defensive disc with the killing array for 20 low-grade spirit stones.
You won't find a better deal in all of Wyan Gorge.
20 low-grade spirit stones is a fortune to a low-level rogue cultivator.
Yet this guy doesn't even blink when paying.
He's either a fat sheep waiting to be sheared or a hidden tiger.
You're a straightforward customer.
I'm very pleased with this array disc.
But as a newcomer,
I have a few low-grade healing pills I'd like to sell off.
Do you know which shop in this bazaar has the best reputation? If you don't mind, why not try the Baya Pavilion on E Street? It is run by a major chamber of commerce. Their prices are fair, and they won't cheat you over a few crappy pills. Thank you for the guidance, fellow Taoist.
As a token of my appreciation, I will give you this ugly-looking rejuvenation pill. Wait, how is this possible?
This is absolutely not some impurity from a low-grade pill.
This is a pill halo formed after the medicinal effects were extremely compressed and extracted.
No, is absolutely of perfect quality.
This might be a supreme-grade rejuvenation pill.
And the refinement method is incredibly bizarre. An intentional disguise, wrapping it in a layer of waste residue to fool people. And he actually saw right through my mid-tier hidden array, casually giving away a supreme-grade pill disguised as trash.
This Flying Gorge.
When did such an incredibly powerful, yet absurdly cautious expert arrive here?
That life-saving money was earned through a narrow escape. My bones are still aching from the ordeal.
But resources must be spent where they matter most.
With this array in place,
This place can finally be called a true cultivation sanctuary.
now I can finally go all out.
The high-grade failed pills I plundered from the Intersect's Earth Fire Chamber have already been completely refined by the Gourd
Into pure supreme-grade medicinal essence.
And those sheepdung balls I stewed up in that crappy iron pot? I seen for the one I used as bait.
I still have plenty of stock on me. This is amazing. So satisfying.
Terrain finding, level 3.
Geek, break through to level 4. With supreme grade immortal pills to feast on like regular meals.
This cultivation speed, even the gods themselves would be green with envy.
Checking the time.
3 days have passed. Let's go see that freckled female cultivator.
And see how much she managed to sell my sheep dung ball for.
That guy in the bamboo hat. He wasn't just pulling my leg, was he?
You're quite early, fellow Taoist. I didn't even notice when he sneaked up behind me.
Always acting so mysterious. I sold that ugly pill you gave me.
The buyer is a demon hunting squad leader who lives his life on the edge.
I sold it for 10 low-grade spirit stones, the price of a high-grade pill. After deducting my 20% cut, here are 8 low-grade spirit stones. Count them.
You really have a talent for business, fellow Taoist. Since that's the case,
From now on, I will provide you with 10 of these same pills every month.
you handle the distribution.
Usual rules apply. How about it? 10 top-grade pills a month. Agreed?
I'll take the deal. But if anything goes wrong,
Whoever gets caught must never drag the other down.
fair enough.
Well then, fellow Taoist, is there any news on the cultivation method I asked you to look into?
This is a fragmented manual I obtained by chance in the past.
It's rumored to be the foundational manual of a top-tier sect from the ancient era. The spiritual energy cultivated from it is exceptionally dense.
But has a fatal flaw. It's incomplete.
You can only cultivate it up to the early foundation establishment stage.
It's littered with messy annotations and modifications left by others.
If you force yourself to cultivate it, 9 times out of 10 you will suffer chi deviation.
A toxic piece of junk like this.
And trying to fool me with it, fellow Taoist? If it were a complete ancient cultivation method, I wouldn't even sell it to you for 1,000 spirit stones.
Though this cultivation method is a death trap, the method of using the 5-element cycle to repair meridians recorded inside is absolutely genuine.
As an alchemist, your spiritual power far exceeds that of ordinary people. If you slowly deduce it yourself and separate the wheat from the chaff, it might still be usable. This jade slip in exchange for 10 of your ugly pills, plus 5 chick-gathering pills of the same quality. What do you say? Deal?
There are 15 pills inside.
Draw the jade slip over. As long as you don't double-cross me, fellow Taoist,
Our business will certainly last. Farewell. That woman is incredibly cautious. When she heard me mention the cultivation method, her breathing hitched for a moment. Not only does she have distribution channels,
she might even have the backing of a major faction. I'm not afraid of your greed.
I'm only afraid of you having no desires. As long as you board my ship of top-grade pills, sooner or later, I will drain you dry.
The original version of this cultivation method is indeed incredibly exquisite.
But this jade slip is packed with lousy, amateur modifications made by later generations. How is this even a cultivation method?
It's clearly a guide on creative ways to get yourself killed in the cultivation world.
No wonder she dared to sell it. Anyone who practices this is bound to run into trouble. If I have to manually filter out the fake stuff, who knows how many ages that would take? Master Gourd, you can extract herbal essence even from ashes. So you should be able to cleanse the impurities and mental pollution from this jade slip too, right? It's working.
Using the useless 5-element spirit roots as the foundation, transforming the 5 internal organs into a crucible of heaven and earth. A cycle of mutual creation and destruction, endless and eternal.
This is no mere cultivation technique.
This is clearly a game-breaking exploit that completely defies common sense.
Enemy attack.
Did you really think a cheap formation like this could stop us 3 brothers?
You've been hiding yourself quite well, my friend. But you've been leaving a trail of that cheap scent tracking powder the whole way. Did you really think you could shake off us, the Black Wind Trio? Scent tracking powder. Ah, it must have been that passerby who bumped into me earlier. I can't believe—
I really shouldn't have shown my wealth. Hey, you inside, listen up. Hand over all your spirit stones and elixirs, right now, if you know what's good for you. Otherwise, once the 3 of us break through this pathetic array, We'll make sure you beg for death.
The three of them are all at least at the 5th layer of chi refining.
And I'm on at the 4th layer, right now, facing 3 battle-hardened bandits all at once.
Is a near certain death sentence. Hand over my money?
You expect me, Gun, to just hand over my hard-earned money?
In your dreams. Break for me. Where is he? How did he just vanish? Oh no, it's an ambush. Get back.
Damn it, kill him.
Firing 6 fire crows in a row and forcing myself to summon a giant wood-fueled fire crow. The price for killing enemies above my level is indeed quite high.
But the storage bags of these 3 generous givers are just enough for me to enter seclusion and break through to the 5th layer to chi refining.
The resources sent by these 3 good Samaritans are indeed quite rich. The double 7 illusion array is perfect for replacing the broken entrance gate.
With this solid foundation of resources,
Even if I have to completely drain all my spirit stones,
I must break through this bottleneck.
I'll remain in seclusion and won't leave until I reach the 5th layer. Time passes swiftly. 5 elements spirit severance. The bottleneck shatters. The 5th layer of chi refining. The 5th layer of chi refining. The 5 elements form a closed loop, completely flawless and leak-proof, with the support of this perfect true essence. Now, even if I stand before someone at the peak of the 9th layer of chi refining, they wouldn't stand a chance of seeing through my true strength. I've been in seclusion for a whole month. Now, it's time to reel in the net. My next big payday still depends on shopkeeper Sue. Fellow Doist, here is the final payment for the last batch of pills. 150 low-grade spirit stones. Your pills are selling like crazy on the black market right now. Even a few Foundation establishment rogue hunters are snooping around, trying to find out where they came from. You didn't sell me out, did you? Sell you out? If I did that, where would I get more pills? But you'd better stop supplying large batches for now. Things are getting too hot. You'll only invite trouble. Understood. I'll lay low for a bit then. Wait. If we're not selling pills, are you interested in harvesting some herbs? Harvesting herbs? In half a month, the Scarlet Demon's secret realm will open. It only happens once every 100 years. The outer perimeter is crawling with rare spirit herbs perfect for alchemy. I happen to have 2 rogue cultivator entry slots. I need a trustworthy alchemist by my side to brew detox pills on the spot. So, what do you say? Ready to make a fortune? No way. I'm not tired of living yet. The Scarlet Demon's secret realm. That place is a well-known living hell in the cultivation world. Every time it opens, the top sects and their prodigies turn it into a bloodbath. Rogue cultivators are just used as cannon fodder to gather herbs. The survival rate is less than 10%. I've got top-tier cultivation methods and my gourd. I can just take my time and grow stronger safely. Why on earth would I go risk my life? With it?
Don't you want to reach Foundation establishments?
The 3 main herbs needed to refine a Foundation establishment pill, purple monkey flower, spirit fruit, and jade marrow grass,
Have long been monopolized by the great sects.
they can only be found in this secret realm once every 100 years. Do you really want to be stuck in chi condensation for the rest of your life?
I don't need to fight over mature herbs.
As long as I can get my hands on seedlings or damaged ones, my gourd can nurture them into top-grade treasures.
We'll only dig up seedlings in the toxic swamp at the very edge of the realm. I have a top-tier concealment and poison-repelling array, and you have premium detox pills.
We'll just dig a hole and keep our heads down, while everyone else is fighting to the death. We'll make a fortune in secret. How will we split the haul and the herbs?
70% for you, 30% for me. Deal?
All right, in half a month, we meet in the dead forest outside the market town.
An Erd-gathering token for independent cultivators of the Iron Sword sect.
And this 1,000 mechanism talisman, along with the basalt stone. Crushing them guarantees we'll teleport to the exact same area.
The Scarlet Demon realm is a full 1,000 miles away from here.
I hired a passenger vessel on the black market.
It was a bit pricey, but at least it's safe and steady.
Traveling by vessel is way too flashy.
Look at these. I got them at a roadside stall for just 2 low-grade spirit stones each. A tiny bit of spiritual energy, and they can fly on their own. You've got pockets full of spirit stones.
And you expect us to ride these things there? Fellow Taoist, who is just keeping a low profile.
When other people sweep us with their divine sense, they'll just think we're dirt poor.
It's called playing it safe, all right?
Ha ha ha. Listen up. Once you enter the secret realm, everyone must hand over at least 10 spiritual herbs when you come out, or you will be severely punished according to sect rules. Ha ha ha. Whew. So this is the Scarlet Demon Realm. This murderous aura is indeed intense. It's a giant swamp crocodile. It's waiting for easy prey that gets separated. Let's wait until it goes completely underwater before we move. The Scarlet Bloodvine, a first-tier high-grade spiritual herb. It's the ultimate material for refining blood energy. Big brother, look, it's a Scarlet Bloodvine. What luck. Second brother, go harvest it. Third brother, stay on guard. Those 3 look like tough customers. One of them is only at the 6th level of chi refining. Should we make a move? Why waste a good opportunity? I've got my eyes on that Scarlet Bloodvine, so it's mine now. Go! Ugh. Third brother, you bastards! How dare you ambush the 3 goats of Blackwater? I'll send you straight to hell. Eat this, fireball. Now that you're here, don't even think about leaving. That blazing white giant fire crow you just unleashed? It actually instant-killed a guarded cultivator at the 6th level of chi refining. The power of your fire crow spell is just insane. When you're out in the world, you've always got to keep a trump card or two. During my 1-month retreat, I was fortunate enough to get a bit more practiced with my fire control techniques. Flow. Whoa, easy there, gorgeous. You've got quite a fiery temper. We can't stay here any longer. A massive horde of beasts will be swarming this place any second. Fellow Dawasu, let's head up ahead and find a safe spot to hide for a bit. I just used a secret technique, and my meridians took some damage. I need to sit down and regulate my breathing. Well, fortune favors the bold. Surprisingly, it didn't even burst me. This is a super tonic for breaking whelms. Now, break through to chi refining level 6. In the secret realm, others fight to the death just for half a spirit herb. But I just swallow them like candy. And I break through instantly. Alright, my breathing is regulated. I've barely managed to keep my injuries in check. This secret realm really is dangerous. We still need to be extra careful from here on out. Let's go, fellow Doist 2. Let's go see what else we can find. Up ahead, just ahead, is the Glazed Illusion Leaf Forest, which marks the boundary between the inner and outer regions. Those trees look just like crystal and glass, and their leaves are extremely sharp. It can easily slice through the shield of a chi refining cultivator. And the pollen has a mild hallucinogenic effect. Members of the major sects and rogue cultivators usually gather there to rest. The more people, the better. Since they've already done all the harvesting for us, we just need to go collect the tool. There's some movement ahead, and it's a big fish too. They're inner disciples of the Heavenly Sword sect. The leader holding the folding fan is called Bai Yufei. Word is, he's already at the peak of chi refining level 7, and could break through to level 8 at any moment. The other two lackeys are also at chi refining level 6. What a bunch of broke losers. Over 10 of them combined don't even have a single 50-year-old purple wheatgrass. Killing them would only dirty my sword. Calm down, senior brother Bai. Why don't we just lie in wait right here? Once they've gathered the good stuff, we'll take it all from them, with interest. Wouldn't that save us a lot of trouble?
You have a point. Go get rid of these, lest we attract a rank 2 beast and ruin my fun.
The peak of the 7th level of Qi refining. I've just broken through to the 6th level of Qi refining. I was just worrying about not finding a worthy target to test the limits of my 5 elements true essence. These 3 fat sheep from the Heavenly Sword sect?
Their stolen storage bags must be absolutely packed with the finest spiritual herbs.
Help! Help me! Ah! Iber. Senior, save me! They're trying to kill me.
100-year-old scarlet flame lotus.
This is the perfect ingredient for refining top-grade fire attribute foundation establishment pills.
On the outside, this would easily sell for at least 500 low-grade spirit stones. And even then, it's highly sought after.
How did a miserly rogue cultivator at the 3rd level of Qi refining get this incredibly lucky? Kid, hand it over.
Do that, and I might just consider sparing your life.
No, I risked my life for this. It's my only way to survive. Imono Master, please, you can't take this from me.
You dare resist? You're asking for death.
Young Master Bai, there are some things in this world that you just shouldn't touch.
Wood feeds fire. Blazing sun, devour the heart.
Go! Ark! Senior brother Bai is dead! Run! Run! He's a monster.
Since you're here, none of you are leaving.
Let's fight him to the death.
Releasing 6 fire crows all at once is indeed a bit of a drain
On my true essence.
The sheer volume of spiritual energy at the 6th level of Qi refining
Finally gives me the satisfying ease of casting spells effortlessly.
You killed that Bai Yufei in less than 3 breaths, didn't you?
Is this your idea of running for your life?
He underestimated me.
Hurry, grab the goods. We need to get out of here. That Bai Yufei was the Heavenly Sword sect's precious darling. Now that he's dead, the outer region of the Blood Demon Forest is going to be turned upside down. If the prodigies of those self-righteous orthodox sects love playing dirty,
Then we'll just have to teach them a lesson they'll never forget.
we're rich, an inner disciple of a prestigious sect. Sure is on a whole different level compared to those low-life rogue cultivators. Just low-grade spiritual stones alone. There are over 400 of them, plus several bottles of mid-grade Qi gathering pills, and high-grade rejuvenation pills. 2 mid-grade spiritual flying swords, plus a whole bunch of storage bags from rogue cultivators. These 2 must have robbed and killed plenty of people. Look, these 2 flying swords are engraved with the Iron Sword sect's insignia. If we try to sell them on the black market, not only will we get pennies for them, but they'll also trace them right back to us. I'm a law-abiding person.
I don't want to get mixed up with cursed goods, so these flying swords are mine.
I can melt them down, extract the refined metal inside, and use it to carve a Tier 2 array plate. As for this other junk, once it goes into my gourd,
It'll turn into pure, top-grade spiritual liquid.
oh my god. We are actually going to be rich, filthy rich. Look here.
The Black Abyss.
It's a poisonous abyss about 3 miles away from here. About it? This map has a secret note left by an inner court elder of the Iron Sword sect. It says there's a jade marrow branch at the bottom of the Black Abyss.
And it has been growing for 50 years, meaning it's about to mature. A jade marrow branch.
It's one of the 3 core ingredients needed to refine a foundation establishment pill.
Wait, that's not right. The main herb for a foundation establishment pill needs to be at least 300 years old.
A 50-year-old jade marrow branch.
Its potency isn't nearly enough to support a foundation establishment.
At best, it's just a common high-grade healing herb.
Why would the Iron Sword sect go out of their way to mark a half-grown herb?
What do you know? The big sects want to cultivate foundation establishment herbs. The inviting inside this secret realm is perfect. They only came to map its location and harvest it once it's fully grown. Others might look down on a 50-year-old herb, but for me, this is my stepping stone to a perfect foundation establishment. I want this jade marrow branch. Even if I have to dig it up by the roots, I'm taking it with me. You're insane.
With your measly level 5 G condensation, you'd just be a snack for the beast guarding it.
Fellow Taoist, look at what's inside that box.
This is Tier 2 beast attracting incense.
Hey, talk about a godsend. Those 2 unlucky bastards actually prepared this incense. If we don't take advantage of this, we'd be spitting in the face of destiny.
It's too risky.
Even with the beast attracting incense, the time we'll buy to lure the centipede away is extremely limited. It doubles back halfway. In this flight-restricted toxic miasma, we won't even be able to run.
Don't you still have your Tier 2 Little Cloud Illusion Array?
If we work together,
Once we pull this off, the Jade Marrow branch is mine.
but as compensation, a meridian protecting pill to heal your broken foundation. If you don't cure that injury completely with a meridian protecting pill, you can forget about ever returning to your family for revenge.
Are you serious?
I swear an oath on my inner demon. Fine. It's a deal. It really is the Jade Marrow sap. What's wrong? Is something off? Not only is the armored black centipede losing its mind,
What is worse, down at the bottom of the cliff besides the Jade Marrow sap,
there are two other groups fighting, and they are both terrifyingly strong. They are demon cultivators from the Blood Slaughter sect. The gold guy leading them is at least at the 9th level of chi refining. Who are those cultivators in green? It looks like they can barely hold on. Wait, they are old acquaintances. I can't believe they're still alive, and they even came all this way to snatch the Jade Marrow sap. Damn it, they beat us to it. These people are way too strong. We can't possibly interfere in a chaotic battle of this scale. Let's retreat. Come on, let's go. Why should we retreat? Fellow Taoistu, let's just sit back and enjoy the show right here. Once they've torn each other to pieces and can barely hold on, I will go down and deliver a gift they will never forget for the rest of their lives. It is absolute chaos down there. Not only is there a peak Tier 1 armored black centipede, but there are also 4 late-stage chi refining demon cultivators from the Blood Fiend sect. Wait, who are those people caught in the middle, trapped between the demon cultivators and the beast? Wait, they are old acquaintances. How did they survive that flying boat crash? And they even came all this way to snatch the Jade Marrow branch. Well, this is perfect. These demon cultivators are extremely powerful. That bald guy is almost at the 9th level of chi refining. Should we strike and snatch the herb once they've exhausted each other? Don't rush. Let them tear each other apart a little longer. You Bloodbone sect bastards. Our Greenwood sect will never rest until you are all dead. Haha. Old Ghost Chen. Hand over that high-grade spirit herb you risked your lives to harvest. And I might just leave you with an intact corpse. It looks like this Jade Marrow branch. And your storage bag? It is all mine now. This is my chance. Daesu, how long can your minor illusion array fool the divine sense of a level 7 or 8 demon cultivator? Though that demon cultivator is heavily injured, his divine sense remains incredibly sharp. If I force activate the array plate from the cliff top, I can only mask the space within 10 feet of him, for 3 breaths at most. After 3 breaths, my divine sense will suffer a backlash from his true energy. That is more than enough. Do it. I am saved. A Grand Master from the sect has come to rescue me. Thank you, Senior, for saving my life. You didn't die out there.
You are 董长香.
That terrifying fire spell just now. You cast that?
How is this even possible? You are just a trash-root servant. You cannot take that. That is what I risked my life to get. This Jade Marrow branch will count as the payment for the poison you made me swallow back then. Consider it the medical fee paid in advance. No, you cannot leave. Take me with you. I am an inner sect disciple. I can give you endless resources.
并强生
How dare you leave me here to die?
The Yushenwa sect will never let you get away with this.
What are you staring at? Haven't you ever seen a rogue cultivator coughing up blood from a critical injury? I am just calculating. how much your pretty face would fetch on the black market bounty board, and how many top-grade spirit stones I could get for it. Hurry up and swallow this top-grade sacred bone pill. If my cash cow dies, my business goes down the drain. Stubborn bastard. What is this?
My you-face soul tablet has shattered.
I will tear whoever murdered my only grandson into 1,000,000 pieces. I will have my vengeance. My 4 great legacy disciples have also perished inside. Today I do not care if you are rogue cultivators or geniuses from elite sects. Everyone coming out of this mystic realm must hand over their storage bags. Open up your divine sense and let us search you. If we don't find the real killer, every single one of you will pay with your lives for my disciples' death. There are still 30 people ahead of us. On the left is the Heavenly Sword Sect's mirror of immortal inquiry, and on the right is Old Monster's U.S. soul-searching claw. This trial today, I'm afraid we won't be able to slip past.
Soul search.
It wasn't me. I didn't kill him. Ancestor, spare my life. Skip. Trash. It's not him.
Next.
Benefactor share, shy, for your own selfish desires. You have forcibly searched the souls of hundreds of low-level cultivators. Aren't you showing a bit too much disregard for the Alliance's rules? Our savior is here.
The Star Sea Merchant Alliance. Jinsandi, one of the 3 supreme elders of the Star Sea Alliance.
And the backer of the Wanbao Pavilion, an early-stage nascent soul powerhouse.
Fatijin, are you trying to interfere in the private vendetta between our Shusha sect and the Heavenly Sword sect?
I don't care about your private vendetta, but among these rogue cultivators below, many are our Star Sea Merchant Alliance's peripheral spirit farmers and herb gatherers. If you want to find the killer, either show some evidence or use the heart-inquiring mirror. Whoever dares to use evil techniques that damage the soul and destroy our Alliance's foundation. Don't blame this old man for being ruthless. I wouldn't mind sending him to his grave right now. Fine. The Star Sea Merchant Alliance. Since fellow Taoist June has spoken, I will naturally show some respect. Fine, we won't search their souls. But I will use the Blood Spirit Guide. As long as anyone carries the aura of my disciples' death on them, I will take them away immediately. As long as you don't harm the incessant. Do as you wish. The Blood Spirit Guide. An extremely troublesome tracking technique. Even though we burned the demonic cultivator's storage bag, we have close contact with him back at Black Crow Gorge. We even dug up the Jade Marrow Gundurma. There will definitely be traces of his aura left on us. What should we do? My concealment array plate can't block this kind of tracking technique. Wait. Kid, are you begging for death? Senior Shu Hill. Elder Bai of the Heaven Sword sect. You don't have to look for him anymore. Your top disciple in Duzan? I'm the one who killed them both. You? A level 3 chi refining loser? Killing the top genius of the Heaven Sword sect and 4 elite warriors of the Blood sect? That is such a load of garbage. Even the heavens wouldn't believe that lie. You arrogant brat. How dare you mock me? I'm going to make you suffer the agony of the Myriad Poison Valley. Wait. You, what on earth is that in your hand? I am the Grand Master of Poisons. Others might not sense it, but I can tell with one look. That's the 5 elements annihilation poison, fused with the... It doesn't harm the physical body. It specifically corrodes the soul and destroys your cultivation foundation. Once it evaporates, everyone here, thousands of us, including me, will have our golden cores shattered and our cultivation completely destroyed. Oh, this? It's just some custom poison I whipped up for fun. If you don't believe me, Senior Shihei, I can pour it out right now. Let's see if your cultivation is stronger, or if my all things return to silence is deadly enough. You're a lunatic. A complete and utter lunatic. How the hell are we supposed to fight this? If he pours that poison out, I'll barely survive with half my life, and hundreds of my blood sect elites will be wiped out right here. You win this time. I'll remember this. Retreat.
Xianzhe Jin. To scare them off, a tiny bit of my poison's essence leaked out.
I suffered a massive loss.
I've heard the Merchant Alliance values its rules and fiercely protects its own. Today, I saved the lives of hundreds of your outer members.
So, doesn't the Merchant Alliance have some kind of reward for me? I originally came out here to show off and get them to owe me a favor.
But all my thunder got stolen by this sneaky chi-refining bastard,
And now he's turning around to extort me for money.
What do you want?
But don't dare to mess with this lunatic either. I only want one thing.
I heard that in your Alliance treasury, there's a highly useless fragment of the Nine Heavens soil.
I happen to need it for a new recipe I'm working on.
I wonder if Senior Jin would be willing to part with it.
Fine, it's yours. Take your people and get on the flying ship. Follow me back to the Kangwu Immortal City.
Great. The Earth Element treasure is mine.
Manager Su, what are you standing there for?
We've done a free ride on a luxurious nascent soul-class flying ship.
Let's head to Kangwu Immortal City and make a fortune.
Kangwu Immortal City. The deep waters of this cultivation realm.
I, Goo, have arrived.